One of the major focus of sustainable development goal is goal number 4, that deals with education and betterment of every members of the society through education. Development, empowerment through education. These are the primary aims of goal number 4. One of the main target of SDG 4 is 4.1 that specifically deals with incorporating technological tools for educational competency, educational facilities, educational learning process in the school, the secondary education, higher education, as well as the lifelong education process. In this week lectures, in this presentation, we are talking specifically about how a digital literacy can play a role for better learning conditions. According to Lanham, that's a 1995 statement, that he claimed that literacy, the normal, the term, the literacy has been extended its semantic meaning from ability to read and write to the contemporary ICT world, and Lanham says that now the literacy has to be redefined as the ability to understand information whatever way it is being presented. The literacy is used merely not as a understanding of information, but it denotes the competency and even skill sets required to use and to understand the information for better learning conditions. There are many important dimensions of digital literacy. Not only the digital literacy has a different semantic meaning of not only the understanding the information in whatever way is being presented. Many various dimensions of digital literacy we can understand through this picture. Primarily, the digital literacy operates in the digital platform or online platform. Here, technology plays a crucial role, information and communication technology. The primary conditions to have better digital literacy, I am not talking about education, but primarily to somebody who wants to have better control over the ICT technology means the person should have command over how to control, how to utilize these technologies, ICT technologies for capturing, storing and processing, ultimately disseminating the information. All the 4 stages in the digital literacy involves the technology, capturing through various technological tools, the simplest way through your mobile phones. And once the information is captured in the text format or in the multimedia format, it has to be stored and transferred to certain computing devices. The further processing is needed in order to make it as a package and transferring or disseminating to the wider audience. Unlike the traditional mainstream media, which is limited to a certain level of geographical conditions, newspaper can't go beyond its circulation area because the physical reach is required there. The electronic media, radio and television, with the satellite technology, they can reach many parts of the country or in even the particular continents. But with one satellite you can't cover the entire global part. But unlike this newspaper, radio, television, film, online medium or digital medium has a wider reach with one account in a social media or through your domain. You can reach billions of people. Anyone in the world can access your information. So that's a specialty with the digital medium, and you need not necessarily the operating the ICT technology for capturing, storing, processing and disseminating, but you need to know how to collaborate with others, how to utilize the platform in a very secure manner, and how to utilize this information for generating more knowledge with the help of other support services or other like-minded people. So there are very primary conditions that needs to be fulfilled in order to have a better digital literacy, competency and skills. That exactly this illustration depicts that. Paul Gilster is a person who first popularized the term in his book Digital Literacy, published in 1997. He conceived the term digital literacy as simply a literacy for a digital age. Media literacy talks about handling the traditional and the mainstream media, newspaper, radio and television, film, how to understand the messages properly, and how to avoid a kind of opinions being bombarded towards us, to safeguard ourselves and utilize those information for betterment. That's what broadly the media literacy talks about that. But a digital literacy is going further to that. Not here also the access, understanding and participations are the major crucial dimension of digital literacy, but here technology is involved. The newspaper requires a literacy competency. Similarly, the digital media needs a certain level of technological competency and skills in order to be part of that system. And dealing with the information in the online platform or digital platform is different from other platform of information sources. And primarily, the online medium or digital medium is not text based. It's a multimedia platform, and multimedia based computers enables every one of us, and particularly in the learning context, students and teachers, to download video, audio and photos along with the text. The here communication process happening in a very holistic manner, not only in the textual format, not only in the video format. It's everything is playing around. The person should have the capability to have knowledge about photos, audio, video and the text, and the ability to collaborate all the media elements to convey one message. That's a crucial crux of digital literacy. And we will come to the point of how to utilize this ability of multimedia capability, text, audio, video, photos and animation, and the ability to combine all to tell the story in the educational settings. Digital literacy deals with a technological platform. It requires competency in learning. It deals with the multimedia components. When you apply to education, it enhances the learning process. It's not merely a teacher teaching in the classroom settings, or the student is learning through the text. In the computer based or computing based, the learning platforms plays around with the multiple media elements. That gives a kind of different scenario for students to learn from multiple perspectives. According to the Paul Gilster, there are 4 key digital literacy competencies. 1, the knowledge assembly. Number 2, evaluating information content. The 3rd, searching the internet. The 4th is navigating hypertext. There are 4 competencies required in order to be a digitally literate student, according to Paul Gilster. Digital literacy presents a challenge to the policy and pedagogy and all the learning environments in the educational settings. It has a potential needs to be implemented by taking care about all the stakeholders' role in the process. Education about media should be seen as an indispensable prerequisite for education with or through media. If we want to use the internet or computer games or other digital media to teach a subject in a classroom, we need to equip students to understand and to critique this media. Subject is very crucial, but the subject is being delivered in a multiple media format through a technology based platform. So, subject needs to be clearly delivered by the professional teachers, professionally trained teachers. But here, since we are trying to reach out to the students through the technology based platform, the students should know both the extremes, the subject and the delivery platform. Here the delivery platform is a technology based digital online platform. The proper teaching, proper training needs to be given to the teachers as well as students how to handle the digital media. So that's a very crucial part in the digital literacy part. The internet digital video or computer games, mobile phones or other modern day technologies offer new way of mediating and representing the world and how to communicate with one person or with a group or with a mass. It's radically changing the communication pattern. It's applicable to in the learning platform too. Outside the school, children are engaged with this online platform, not as a technology but as a cultural forms, a kind of social media groups within the class or within the friends or interacting with multiple members, not as an experiment with the technology, but it's a way of reaching out to various individuals. If educators wish to use these media in schools, they cannot afford to neglect these experiences. On the contrary, they need to provide students with the means of understanding them. They need to orient the people, orient the students to how to effectively utilize the technological platform for learning outcomes, better learning outcomes. Digital literacy is a more than a functional matter of learning how to use a computer and a keyboard, how to do online searches. It's beyond that part. There are 3 levels of digital literacy we can classify that, based on which students involved in the technology can be enhanced in a better meaningful way. The level 1 deals with the digital competency. The level 2 deals with the digital usage. Level 3 deals with the digital transformation. On the 3 levels, the digital literacy operates in a learning environment. Paul Kilster gave up 4 components of digital literacy. We are now dealing with the 3 levels of digital literacy: digital competency, digital usage, digital transformation. We will take that individual levels and we will elaborate much more on that. The level 1 is a digital competency. It has a wide range of topics encompassed from basic visual recognition and manual skills to more critical and evaluate approaches. It also includes attitude and awareness about the system. The basic competency. European Commission on Education and Training program defined digital competency as a confident and critical use of information society technology for work, leisure and communication. Application of digital skill is a digital competency. Not necessarily understanding, it needs to be applied in a very better, meaningful way. Digital literacy revolves and involves a successful usage of digital competency within the various life situations. The level 2 is talking about digital usage. In the digital usage, this is the application side of digital competency. You have the competency, now that needs to be applied in a very meaningful way. That's what referring that level 2, the digital usage. But that needs to be oriented towards a particular professional domain context, and here we are talking about the learning environments. The users bring about relevant digital competency, various level that varies from beginners to advanced level, and that try to apply within the very specific subject context. And that involves that digital usage involves digital tools to seek, find and process the information, and then to develop a product or solution addressing a task, assignment or find a solution for a problem. So that's the level of the digital literacy. 1 competency, 2nd is usage. The 3rd level is a digital transformation, and the ultimate stage, that's a level 3, is the digital transformation which is achieved with the digital usage, the level 2, which has been developed the innovation and creativity and simulate a significant change within the professional and knowledge domain. With a competency, if you use appropriate manner for a particular specific subject area, with a creative process and better understanding, that enables a better transformation within an individual or group of students. So that's the ultimate aim of digital literacy. Digital literacy person, digitally literate person or student may achieve a transformative level. Transformation not necessarily condition of digital literacy, but it's a cognitive level of understanding and level of knowledge system. If you look at the digital growth, the digital media platform and historical dimension of digital growth part, this 3 level is being captured extensively that. When the internet was introduced, we were closely discussing about those having connections or those don't have connections. That's haves and have nots, what we're discussing about digital divide. But over the last 15-20 years of experience with a digital platform, we are more specifically talking about digital equality, digital experiences. How best we can use the platform for our individual benefits, because we have reached the sizable number of users are available in their respective countries. In India, we have around 51% of internet users, and large chunk of the internet users on young age. Technically, the person with 13 years and above can use many of the social media platforms. So, with a digital competency, digital usage and digital transformation, that enables the new dimension learning platform. Now, we have understood the 4 competency level proposed by the Paul, as well as we have discussed about 3 levels of digital literacy. We will come to the other dimension of digital literacy. What sort of educational technologies can be employed for learning platforms? Starting from the small level of using basic computer for education technology to the highest level of smart boards or digital laboratories, or virtual laboratories, or creating personal learning environments for any classroom settings. Wide variety of technological tools are available. That all depends upon the requirement, ability, competency, and the ability to utilize those competency for any specific subject area. Many factors determines the applications of education technology for specific learning conditions. The ability to have this kind of technology is based on the ability to potential utilization of this technology for knowledge expansion. According to the Badwan 2008, he proposed a concept of different dimensions of digital literacy that can be experimented with a learning context. He was talking about background knowledge, he was talking about central competency, then third is perspectives. The background knowledge talks about how the nature of information and its origin and its ability to understand this knowledge. The second level of the concept of digital literacy, as according to Badwan, is central competency, finding, searching and navigating the information from the online platform and retrieving those parts, and critically analyzing and creating and communicating. That is a central competency. The third level of concept is perspectives, independent learning, ethical use of information and ethical behavior in digital communication. If you look at the overall scenario of media literacy and digital literacy, there is a lot of similarities, but in the digital literacy concept that deals with the basic understanding of technological usage and ability to handle the information in a better meaningful way. And the third important part is application side of the digital competency in the specific domain area. So that is a specific requirement of digital literacy. In order to achieve the better integration of technology and learning, all the stakeholders should have equal understanding and equal knowledge about utilization of technology for specific purposes. There are 2 major players. One is the educational providers and the educational seekers. The educational providers includes the schools, school infrastructure and teachers, and the second part the parents and students. Both the level, the schools with the big institutional arrangements, they can afford to have adoption of technology for learning platform, but the educational setup needs to have clarity and the educational providers like schools and teachers should have adequate understanding about the background of students, the ability to adapt the technology for learning environment. Thank you.